Welcome back to Inside City Hall. As parents, students, and educators wait to see whether incoming schools Chancellor Kathy Black is allowed to begin in her new position, a wide debate has broken out over whether she should receive a special waiver from state officials. In a recent letter, my next guest joined minority members of the state legislature to voice their concerns that the search was not public nor thorough, and they stated Black is not qualified for the position. Joining us from Albany is one of the signees of the letter, State Assemblyman Hakeem Jeffries, and in the studio we have Deputy Mayor Dennis Walcott. Thank you for joining us.
Good evening.
So, Assemblyman Jeffries,
thank you for having me.
I'll begin with you. You wrote this letter. It was signed by a number of members, a few members of the Assembly. Tell us exactly what your concerns are.
Yes, it was a letter that was written by more than a dozen Black, Latino, and Asian members of the legislature, all of whom are extremely alarmed by this appointment for someone to become the chancellor of the largest public school system in the country at a time of tremendous challenge when there has been some progress, but there's tremendous work that's left to be done. You have Black and Latino male graduation rates that are abysmal. You have hundreds of thousands of school children who are not proficient in math and in reading. You have folks who have not been clearly prepared for the challenges of the 21st century in terms of the 1.1 students that the school system serves. And it seems to us that now is not the time for on-the-job training.
So just to clarify, at this point, are you calling for that waiver to be denied?
We're not calling for the waiver to be denied, though there are several members of the legislature who have articulated that position. But what we're asking for moving forward is for Commissioner Steiner to make sure that he has an open and transparent process, not a process that gets conducted in the back room where Mayor Bloomberg is whispering in his ear and the people of New York City are denied an opportunity for a full exploration as to whether Mrs. Black truly is qualified to lead this school system during a time of challenge.
A number of concerns addressed by the Assemblyman. Your response?
Well, first, good evening to all of you, and good evening to the Assemblyman as well. Over the last 8 years, we have made tremendous progress as far as performance levels of our students, graduation rates, reading and math scores, but I agree with the Assemblyman that we still have a long way to go. And what the potential incoming chancellor will do is raise it to a higher bar as far as achievement levels are concerned. And when the Assemblyman talks about the mayor whispering to Commissioner Steiner, I mean, we're very respectful of the process, and we'll be submitting our waiver request shortly to the commissioner, and we expect a response when the commissioner is ready. So we're very respectful of the commissioner and the State Board of Regents, and at the same time, the mayor is very confident that Kathy Black will do a superb job. She's a woman of inspiration. She has led major corporations in the past. She's a true trailblazer, and she's very inspirational as far as the system is concerned, and we feel her leadership, her management experience will add a tremendous value to our system to take it to the next level.
But one of the concerns, though, that has been raised is that she has no background in education, not even a background in public service. She has really no connection to the city's schools.
There have been many superintendents across the country who've come from outside the field of education who've done an outstanding job. Paul Vallis is one. He's down in New Orleans now, and there are others as well. I think the bottom line is, one, having the confidence of the mayor, two, the ability to relate to parents and respond to their needs.
How do you know she'll be able to relate to parents?
Well, we've been able to meet on a number of times over the last week, and also the number of conversations the mayor has had, and that's been a primary area for him to make sure that we engage parents.
What has she said? She hasn't dealt with parents as head of Hearst, so what is
She's dealt with individuals. Parents are individuals, and she has a very respectful approach to engaging people and working with people and building consensus around issues. So, I mean, her style at Hearst will also apply here as chancellor, and we feel very confident that she will do an outstanding job moving forward and taking on, I think, the progress we've already achieved. But as the Assemblyman indicated, we still have a long way to go, and we feel she can take us to that next level. She has a tremendous depth of people there who are on staff. She has folks at City Hall who will be working with her to take us to even a higher level.
And Assemblyman, given that she will have this staff that she'll be working with, a number of career educators, why isn't it enough that she is a manager, that she'll be able to direct these people on what to do?
Well, it certainly is not, and it's not even clear what staff members will remain at the end of this process. We've already seen at least 2 departures, I believe, and there may be more that are forthcoming, individuals who are within the Department of Education who seem to have been disappointed at the least in the way this process played itself out. I mean, there was no consultation, there was no review, there was no vetting of this individual with people with educational credentials either inside of the administration or outside of the administration, which is really breathtaking even for this mayor, given the magnitude of the challenge that the next school chancellor is going to confront. This is a decision that seems to have played itself out and been made in the dead of night, perhaps at the mayor's kitchen table,
That's not
without
true.
any real consultation. And moving forward, that is why it's important for Mrs. Black to be engaging of the individuals.
A couple of points of clarification for the Assemblyman.
Let me get
just
Dennis
a couple of
Walcott
points of
in.
clarification. One staff member resigned, and the other one that you're referring to had indicated to me about a month ago that she's retiring. She's been in the system for 35 years. So the prediction of an exodus is truly false. The second thing is the mayor, as he indicated, talked to a number of people, and so there was consultation involved in the process. Three, I mean, the staff who were there, matter of fact, tonight, when this airs, have already met with Ms. Black as well, and we're confident that people will stay on board. We have talented educators who have a variety of different experiences who have really allowed us to achieve the results and move us forward. And so part of a manager's job is to build with a team that's there, and if necessary, bring new people in who will take us to a new level. So we're confident that Kathy Black can achieve that particular goal, and we're confident that the people there who have the talent will stay there as well.
And the Assemblyman mentioned
Well,
this.
listen, here's the issue.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Here's the issue that Commissioner Steiner is going to have to confront. For instance, the mayor, it would have been completely within his prerogative had he chosen someone with educational credentials. He's chosen not to do that. And so Commissioner Steiner is going to have to determine whether the track record of experience which Ms. Black brings to the table, which has no record not just of educational involvement or accomplishment, but of public service in any way, shape, or form, is a serious decision which we hope Commissioner Steiner takes seriously and does in a very public way, unlike the manner in which this selection and announcement were made. And if you compare, for instance, Joel Klein, who went to public schools himself, who actually had some experience teaching both in junior high school, albeit over a very limited period of time, as well as at Georgetown Law School, and then who helped run the Justice Department Antitrust Bureau, bringing some extraordinary cases. He had a demonstrated track record of accomplishment and commitment in public service.
And
what
Kathy
we are
Black
waiting
also
to
brings
hear
a
from the
commitment.
mayor and from Kathy Black is where that demonstrated track record and commitment to public service is with respect to someone who will be charged with educating more than 1.1 million school children, which is perhaps the most significant challenge that we face.
Kathy Black, one, has committed herself to public service, and by making this commitment is a major step to public service and giving back. Two, she has led major corporations in reforming those corporations and taking them to the next level. Three, as the Assemblyman indicated, we're all going to be facing very difficult budget challenges. And part of the vision of the mayor is having a person at top who's able to navigate those budget challenges that we face, but beyond navigating, make sure that we keep our core principles in place and the foundation that we've established as far as teaching and excellence, and Kathy Black will be able to do that. Four or five is that with Commissioner Steiner is not just a person with educational experience. Don't forget, I've been on both sides. I was a former member of the Board of Education. I went through search processes before with the Board of Education, and educators have done good jobs. A lot of educators have not done a good job. So it's not based on the person solely having education experience. It's a person who can relate to the mayor, relate to the people, and we feel Kathy Black can do that.
Okay, hold your thoughts. We have to take a quick break. We'll have more with Assemblyman Jeffries and Deputy Mayor Walcott in just a moment, and later learn how you can comment on tonight's program. Stay with us.